In Japan, when you're buying a car, I think a lot of people tend to buy a new car compared to a used one. But in this episode, you're going to learn about why in North America, many people like to choose a used or secondhand car over the new car. Hey everyone, welcome back to another Is This Car a Lemon kind of episode. We're the hosts. My name is MJ.
My name is Adam.
Thanks for hanging out with us. A place where you can get your immersion style of English study in for your everyday life. A lot of people don't know about immersion study. What is that? It's a way for you to get better English just by soaking it in, by listening to it and just absorbing the natural language. If you're interested, subscribe to our channel to get a ton of videos and talks where you can improve your English. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about new cars versus old or used cars. Now, the focus on this, everyone, isn't going to just be if they look cooler or if the NEMPI, the gas mileage, kilometer mileage, or no, gas kilometer. Do you say gas mileage or do you say kilometerage?
Mileage, but not even.
Yeah.
Fuel efficiency.
But we're going to be focusing on when you are purchasing a new car, what is your choice? Really quickly, Adam, if I ask you right now, hey, you got to get a new car.
Yeah.
Where do you go? Do you go to a dealer for a new car?
Oh,
Or
okay.
do you search the market of used cars?
Probably search the market.
I would do the same thing. And I'm
Right.
pretty sure that a lot of North Americans would do this. Not sure about people in Europe or South America, but I found a little fact a few years ago. But in 2022, everyone, Americans bought roughly 39 million used cars over the new used car sales, which was 13 million.
That's like 3 times more.
Why do you think this is, Adam?
I would assume that it's the price. Price is probably a lot cheaper. There is a lot less commitment and a lot less requirements involved, I think, when you buy a used car in North America.
If we look at the history of people that we know, or maybe our families, ourselves buying cars,
Yeah.
I can say for myself, my family, we've never had a new car. We have always had used cars, and we've gone through a good amount of cars. Each of my family members had a car. We at least went through 2 cars. And of course, my parents have gone through more, but they were never new. And I believe it's just because, yeah, like you mentioned, the price is completely different.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a gamble, sensation, maybe the thrill of, hey, is this a really good deal? Or is it
A
a kind
lemon.
of, in English, a lemon is a type of car that looks good, but it turns out it's really bad.
Yeah.
Everyone's so busy nowadays. You have your hobbies to take care of, your children and your families to take care of, hanging out with your social friends, your work you have to focus on, or maybe it's just that zangyo you're doing every day that makes you feel totally tired at the end of the day. You might think you need like an hour or more every day of speaking English to improve. Well, here's the thing. A lot of us don't have that much time in our day to focus only on English conversation. So lucky for you, I'm offering free trial sessions on my online lessons. One-on-one with me to improve your English conversation. And the shortest time that we can do a session is just in 10 minutes. Perfect for the everyday busy person. Now, 10 minutes you might think is too short, but let me tell you, if you do lessons every day for an entire month, your confidence and how you feel about English conversation is going to change. So if you're a really busy person and think there's no time for your English, give it a try. Click the link down below and book a session with me for free to see what it's like. Hope to talk to you soon. And then, of course, the background of my father being a mechanic. So he was a kind of safety to look at old cars or used cars and to kind of look under the hood, check it out,
Right.
look at the mileage and kind of guess like, this is a good one. So I had that. But Adam, how about you and your family?
For me, I had one new car in my life, and that was not in Canada. It was
Oh.
in Japan. Other than that, it's just been used cars.
Yeah. And what do you think about the people around you? Was there a lot of people also
Yeah,
preferring used cars over.
preferring like
Yeah.
maybe my friends would have used cars after we got out of school and started working and stuff. Some of them bought new cars, but for the majority it was like used or lightly used cars. Like
Yeah.
my car now was lightly used, but I bought another one before that
Okay.
was older and more heavily used. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's been pretty much a used road of car ownership.
Right. Like I was mentioning before, there
Yeah,
is a bit of a gamble. You're not
right,
sure of what kind of things can pop up if there's issues later
right.
on. Insurance policies, of course, with dealers might be a
Yeah,
little less strong, not
right.
as strong as if you're talking and getting a deal from a car dealership, the actual
Right.
companies.
Speaking of insurance for new cars versus used cars,
Yeah.
there is a huge difference in North America. If you get a new car, you're probably going to not be paying all of the money for the car upfront. You're probably going to get like some kind of lease or payment plan or finance it. The insurance here will probably add more to your insurance costs because
Mm.
of the amount of money it will cost to replace or fix damages to your car
Oh, okay.
if anything happens. So you'll have to have a higher plan where as if it's a used car or an older car, the insurance will be like, okay, well, this car is like 7 years old and it has this amount of mileage on it or usage out of it. So
Mm.
here is a lower price for your insurance,
Oh,
which
okay.
might be why many people prefer to get used cars.
And
Yeah,
you mentioned also friends, after finishing up maybe high school or in their
yeah,
university days, that they would prefer a used car. I think that
yeah,
makes sense because if you're especially a first time driver,
yeah,
out of high school
yeah,
and stuff, there's going to be an accident. There's going to be a scratch.
yeah,
You're not going to see that pole behind you as you're backing
right,
into a spot or
yeah,
turning the corner and squirrel dashes out in front of you. There's the accident will happen. That's another, I think, big like point of like
yeah,
let's get these used cars because if it's a new one, it hurts the
right,
soul so
yeah.
much more if anything bad happens to it, right?
Small scratch or a chestnut or an acorn falls
Oh,
and leaves a little dent on it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's not nice. Whereas like if you get a used one, it's like
yeah,
okay, just
whatever.
adds to the
The amount of
uh,
scratches.
yeah. I was gonna say the character
The
that the car
character,
has.
yeah, more character.
More character.
The one thing that I do notice about North America versus Japan, I guess because it's Japan, maybe people don't really pay attention to it, but
Eh.
I feel like there's a lot of I want to say sabetsu,
Oh, okay.
discrimination, but
Little discrimination.
not in a bad way. People judge the car not just based on
Okay.
how old it is, but how much kilometers or how much miles it is, and the type, the make, or the brand of the car.
Preferences?
I think, yeah, for preferences, yeah, but like, for example, I read a lot of forums, like internet blogs about cars. In the forums, there's people who talk about Japanese cars,
Yeah.
people who talk about American cars and German cars and all the other kinds of cars. You'll find that if someone says this probably will never happen in Japan because you'll understand why in a minute.
Hey.
If someone says a car has 160,000 kilometers, first thing you'll see if it's a Honda or a Toyota or like a Nissan, maybe Nissan. But people say, "Oh, it's a Honda, 150 kilometers. It's still a baby. Like
Oh,
got so
okay.
much time." If it's an American car, on the other hand, people will be more like, "Okay, well, it's like 160,000. You probably got another
Mm.
2 years left before big things go on." Whereas Japanese cars, 300,000 kilometers, you could still drive it. You still got more life left in it.
Yeah.
So there's that kind of like discrimination with
Oh.
those cars. Whereas in
I know
Japan,
I think it's just facts. It's just like I think I see it like that because it's
Yeah.
like those cars are just so durable. They are
Right.
built to last. And
Yeah.
especially people who know cars and who
Yeah,
like
yeah.
cars,
Right.
they can learn that information of like, yeah, American cars, maybe they're strong and they work well, but
Right.
in the long term, they don't last. And if you're
Yes,
looking at a
yes.
car, if you want a car that lasts from what we see on the market
Right.
and all these
Yeah.
cars going out, my Uncle Frank had a 71
Corolla.
Honda, yeah, Accord
Yeah, yeah.
that's still working with no problems. Like,
Right.
rarely fixes it up,
Right.
and that is, yeah, the same kind of information that I've heard. My dad's a mechanic, and he mentions that too, where he's like, Japanese cars, they just keep going.
Which brings me to my second point. Why in Japan do
Yeah.
people change their cars like every
Oh.
5 years?
You can keep going, everyone.
You know how many people in North America buy Japanese cars from,
From-
2006,
Yeah,
like
okay.
60,000 kilometers on. In North America, Japanese cars are so highly regarded as a
Yep.
very durable, long-lasting car. But in
Yeah.
Japan, the price goes lower and lower and lower
Yeah.
and lower.
Yeah.
Even though it's like 5 or 6, 7 years old car with 40,000 kilometers on it, you can get it for like Yakuman.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense because in Japan, if you look at the cars driving around, majority of them are
Yeah.
Japanese. They're domestic cars.
Yeah,
Domestic cars. So I feel that maybe the knowledge for the average person
Right.
doesn't really see that, oh, yeah, these cars can last a long
A
time.
long time.
And
yeah.
if anyone out there has traveled to South America, there are so many old like 70s, 80s Japanese cars, Japanese trucks. You know how
Yeah.
many Mitsubishi Fusos I see over there? That's like all there is. And it's because they are used cars. People in Japan don't want them anymore, and dealers figure out a way to sell them to other countries and overseas. And you see them and they're still kicking. They might be spitting out a lot of black smoke nowadays because they're so old,
Yeah.
but they are still going. And again, me coming into Japan, having a family and everything, deciding to live here, it's like, okay, yeah, I need a car right away. For me, yeah, I never second guessed. I was just like, let's look at the used car market. And as I
Right.
look, I talk with my friends in Japan about it. And a lot of like, I specifically remember a few other friends who are not from Japan, but have lived here a long time. And they mentioned like used cars are the best because there's so many.
Yeah.
They're all undervalued. The prices are really low compared to how many mileages, right? How much they have on them.
Right.
And they're going to last a long time. And there's just so many out there because if you look on the streets, like there are so many new cars. Dude, there's a new like Honda Fit. Oh no, Freed that just came out. It's like it's taken over. It's like COVID-19. Like it is spread.
It's free in
So-
19.
It has spread so much so quickly. And I don't know.
Luckily for you, there's probably even more used Freeds just waiting for new owners. Waiting to be freed from the junkyard.
And let us know in the comments, everyone. Are you someone who buys a new car? Or if you're going to buy a car, do you look at the used car market? You heard right now why me and Adam see and have felt that used cars are the better bet. But tell us your opinion on this matter.
We'll see you
On the
on
next.
the next.
Step.